Welcome to the behind the scenes of the New God music video that we did for Angelica Lopez. This is the first time that I directed a music video, so I learned a hell of a lot, and let's find out what we did. So the task was simple, a black and white music video with a yin and yang concept where there are two characters, each with different personalities, and they each interact with the elements earth, wind, water and fire differently. So performance shots of both characters and B-roll of them interacting with the elements, and then boom, you have a music video. But let's not forget that it's a music video and the music aspect of it is quite important, and the song itself is quite special. So I'll let Angelica herself explain it.
You call this a song, it's a protest song, and it's basically about how we humans are destroying our planet. We are working with these two characters, the white that represents the tranquility, the goodness, the light, and the black one that represents darkness and aggressiveness and maybe passion in a different way. It's all about balance and how we can bring balance into our lives, and then immediately we can bring balance into Mother Nature.
This is our home. This is our home. What is the new goal?
Welcome to the pre-production phase of the music video. Yesterday I met up with Angelica Lopez and we had a really nice conversation. She basically told me all the things that she had in mind for the music video. So we brainstormed quite a bit. I got like 5 pages of notes, and now my task is to create a mood board, a timeline and the shot list for the project. It's kind of my way to give my 2 cents on how things are going to be produced, how they're going to look. So one of the amazing things about this production was that I was given a team. I was given 2 more people that are going to help me in the filmmaking process of the music video. The team was made up of, and I'll leave links to their portfolios in the description below, Lewis, who is a very skillful editor and creative mind, and Dimi, who is an incredible DP. And both of them have worked on various projects up and down the production industry, which is pretty cool. So in order for me to get everything I need for this mood board, I need to meet up with the rest of the crew, kind of get their input on how things are going to be done, because ultimately they're going to be part of the project too. I've made some notes, I've kind of digitalized all of this, so I'm going to take this with me to our meeting and we'll see how it goes. So we all had this creative chemistry and we were very excited because it was going to be the first time that we were going to be, well, I was going to be working in a studio where we're going to have black curtains and green curtains and white curtains and a lot of lights to play with. So we were really pumped, and needless to say, with the help, I was able to give the mood board in on time. Just thought I'd give an example of what the mood board actually looks like. Sort of some of the art direction, you know, it's gonna have quick cuts, camera movements, different angles, and it's gonna be in black and white. And then I have kind of like inspiration shots, so different music videos that did a similar thing. This is an example of a lot of quick cuts and flashes. And then here's like a timeline of showing like what happens to yang, what happens to yin. That's kind of what it looks like. It's brief, but it also explains like a lot of the things that we want to do, and it kind of helps us visualize how we want things to look like in the actual video. So on our second meeting, that's when things got a bit more complicated. We realized we only had 2 days to shoot and 5 hours to shoot each day. And because the idea of one of the characters was for them to start very dominant, powerful, and then kind of break down, there's gonna be a lot of times where she has to change and then a lot of props have to be ready. So we realized we had to think things through and think of the shots very carefully to make sure they were actually feasible and they could be done on time. And at the same time, we had to make sure that we allowed the artist the freedom to do whatever she wanted. The best way to get the nicest performance out of the artist was to let her do her thing and let her feel the music, because she's the one that created it. So yeah, we kind of were scratching our heads to think of the best way to do that. And as well as that, we got the news about the actual studio space. I just found out that the studio we wanted, we can't get. Originally we wanted one that had a white curtain and a black curtain and a bunch of lights. Now we have a smaller studio which has black and green curtains but no white, and it's much smaller. We'll see what happens, but a bit of a bummer. Oh yeah, and the haze machine. I really wanted a haze machine. Stupid risk assessment. Okay, so the shot list is done. Got the day 1 shot list, which has sort of the intro shots you wanted to use, performance shots, and all the element shots. And I even added little checkboxes so that they're easy to check off. I know we're gonna be in a rush on the day, so I wanna make sure that we have something that we can read quickly and we know exactly what frames that we need and what the shot is gonna be. I have here mid shot, side profile, leaves falling on her, 120 FPS with push-ins. So I'm gonna go print this and then 2 more sleeps and then ready for filming day. Today is the music video day. We're gonna go into the studio, gonna get things set up and wait for the artist to come. So let's go in. So production of day 1 went really smooth, except for the ongoing anxiety that I had from being a first-time director. And to be honest, I don't think I did that great of a job. As a person, very indecisive, very easygoing, so it might have come off as though I didn't really know what I was doing, and for the most part, I didn't really know what I was doing. There were times when people were asking me questions, the artist was asking me questions, and I kind of was just like, let's try this maybe, I don't know. It sometimes got to the point where I was like, okay, let's just do this, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll do something else. I had this weird role where I was actually filming and directing, and I was gonna be editing as well, so I had all these 3 roles in my head, so it was kind of like, who am I? Like an identity crisis. It was a bit, thanks to Louis, because he had kind of the shot list and things planned out. I don't think I'll ever forget the first moment where the artist actually walked in. We turned off all the house lights. It was dark, except for the one light that lit her from the back. She turned the music on, so I had my gimbal, I had the camera, and there I was just filming. And that was like the first moment of the whole project. There was like maybe like 10 people in that room. It was quite a small room. There was a lot going on. And yeah, it was a memorable moment. I won't forget that. I also won't forget how tired I was after 8 hours of setting up, filming, packing things up, wrapping up, taking everything home. Oh God, what a struggle. So day 1 actually ended quite messy because one of the last shots was her in the dirt, people spraying water at her, so she got all muddy and dirty. What actually happened to all that mud? What are you doing today? Well, second day of the white one, Yang, setting up a white cloth to get the first shot. So by day 2, we already knew kind of the gist of things. We knew that, you know, there was performance shots and then B-roll shots and then any pickup shots. We knew the order of how things were gonna be done, thanks to me printing them out, obviously. It was a bit more smooth and the actual character itself was much smoother. It was very gentle. The only thing that we didn't like was the fact that because of the room, we didn't have any white curtains. So they had to bring white cloth. I mean, without it, we wouldn't have had a video anyway, but the problem with that is that you can still see it and it didn't look as good as the black. But I think we made it work in the edit. And because it's the second day, like it's the last day of shooting, we were very time pressured. Yeah, it was cool though. And we were like a family by the end. We had some food. We did a Facebook Live. The artist, Angelica, was amazing. She brought all of her passion for music and for the actual message of the song. I just want to say a massive thank you to Angie and Ellie, who actually did the risk assessment, did the paperwork, got all the rooms sorted. The kind of like production organization aspect of filmmaking isn't highlighted a lot, but seeing it up close, I realized that without these people to actually come up with the locations and how things are gonna be done and all the people that we need, there'll be no production. For the first time directed a music video, I wanna do it again. It was great. So at the time of making this video, New God hasn't been released, but when it does, I'll leave a link up here and down there. So make sure to check it out and give Angelica Lopez some love. And I might do an editing breakdown because it was a very fun thing to edit. If you like this kind of format, the kind of behind the scenes documentation of it, I'll definitely do this in my next project because I quite enjoy it. It's nice to kind of look back and see what the things that you did. Massive thank you to Sebastian and Rebecca for doing the behind the scenes photos and videos, and the whole team who brought the whole project together. It was very fun and we should definitely do this again sometime. I'll leave everybody's links in the description below if you want to reach out to them. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when we make a new video. And if you like the video, leave it a like and comment down any questions you have about the music video or music videos in general, and I'll try and answer them. So see you in the next one.